Got a delivery here, package from Golden, Colorado, which can only mean one thing. It's Spyderco time. Gonna open up this box and have a look. Packing paper. MT33P Mule Team REX76. And I also got a sheath compatible with the Mule Team knife. Let's have a look here. There we go. A little warning about rust, because this is a high carbon blade that is not stainless steel. And a little discussion of the REX76. We got its chemical composition down here. Carbon 1.5%, chromium 3.75%, molybdenum 5.25%, vanadium 3.1%, tungsten 9.75%, cobalt 8.5%, manganese 0.3%, and silicon 0.3%. Yeah, so this is exciting because it's been a while since there has been a Mule Team release from Spyderco. Taichung, Taiwan. So if you're not familiar with the Mule Team concept, these are knives that Spyderco is a little extra sticker in there. Those who know carry Spyderco. Yeah, and I'll build some handle scales for this. Spyderco does offer some G10 scales that are designed to fit the Mule Team blades, but the whole concept of the Mule Team line is that they are sort of project knives for people, and they're a way for people to try out new knife steels that are not commonly available on other blades. So this started in 2007, I believe, and Spyderco has released some years. There have been a few different Mule Team knives released in different steels. For the past few years, there have not been any. The last there was one in 2017. And then in 2020, they did one in Spy 27, which is their new proprietary steel that was made specifically for Spyderco. And this is the first one since then. We're in 2022 now, so it's been a couple years. And this is CPM-REX76. And they have announced that there will be some more. There's going to be one in REX T15, or in CPM T15, and in M398. So a lot of stuff shows up for the first time as a Mule Team knife, and then we don't see it for a bit, and then it shows up in production knives. So, you know, the first Spyderco knives in CPM 20 CV were Mule Team. First M390, first Elmax, first Maxamet, first K390, I believe. A lot of the steels that we have later seen in production knives start off as these Mule Team knives, and it's a way for people to. They make a very small quantity of them. They sold out. This one sold out in less than a day. They usually make a few hundred, and the people who buy them are usually knife geeks who will try them out and find out how they perform, and usually share that information through social media and websites and etc. And the steel will get a little bit of a test run, sort of like beta testing a steel. And then if it turns out to be a good performer, something that would work well, it ends up in circulation, or maybe just on a sprint run. Super Blue was an example. Super Blue steel was used on a Mule Team knife, and then they did some sprint run knives. I've got a Super Blue Dragonfly from about 10 or 12 years ago. We don't see that commonly produced, but it was used briefly. One of the advantages of this program, the way Spyderco does it, is that all the knives have the same shape. So when you're comparing one to the other, you are comparing the knife steel. You're not comparing the blade geometry. You're not comparing the size of the blade or anything like that. Those variables are all the same, and so they're not affecting the experience of using that knife. The only thing that is different is the steel, and so you get a good sense of, okay, is this easier to sharpen, harder to sharpen? Is this getting, patina more quickly than other stuff? Is it rusting? Am I getting rolls? Am I getting chips? How long is it staying with a keen edge before it starts to get dull? I don't know a lot about REX76 other than what was on that little sheet that I held up for the camera. It is a tool steel. It's a high-speed tool steel. It's designed for drilling and milling and tooling other metals. And one of the things I said about it is it has a high red hardness. So what does that mean? Well, it means that you can use it to the point that it gets red hot. The metal has a red color, and it still holds its edge, and it's still capable of cutting other metals. It doesn't deform easily under heat. Does that matter for a pocket knife or a small fixed blade? Probably not, but it does indicate that it holds its edge through some pretty torturous conditions. So it's promising. Yeah, I'll post at some point a video when I make some scales for this, show you what that looks like. I'll probably make some nice wooden scales, and we'll give it a little run through some cutting tasks and see how it performs, and I will update the channel. Thanks.